This is what an epidemic looks like. In recent years, we've had over 2,000 deaths in just Michigan alone. And if you look at the decade past, if you get back all the way back to 1999, this was the rate that we had. And the guests on our show today are going to show us how we can start working our way back to that lower death rate. On today's show, we're going to be interviewing some of the people in West Michigan that are helping to solve the opioid crisis. Undersheriff, what do you think are some of the broader issues with the opioid crisis here in West Michigan?
Yeah, so this is a problem that really presented itself several years ago. What some people may not know is that in Kent County, our opioid-related deaths are trending very closely to 2017, which was our highest or peak year for opioid-related deaths.
Okay, and as far as, has the type of drug user changed in West Michigan?
Yeah, when this first started, it was heroin. And the overdoses were strictly due to, I wouldn't say strictly, but for the most part related to heroin use, heroin overdose. However, now we are seeing fentanyl being introduced and being mixed with.
And fentanyl is the synthetic version of heroin that drug dealers are cooking up.
Correct, yeah. It's being introduced, it's being mixed, and what we're now seeing is that in 2020 anyways, 86% of the opioid-related deaths, it's heroin mixed with fentanyl. For those that do have prescriptions that are no longer needed, they need to get rid of them.
I know Kent County Sheriff Department is doing some great work. I know these guys, they don't think that they can just lock people up to solve this problem, that it's going to take the whole community in addition to law enforcement. Doctor, could you tell us a little bit about what exactly is non-drug pain management?
Well, pain actually comes from the brain. So there's a brain-body connection. That's what chiropractic deals with. It comes from the brain down the spinal cord out to the rest of the body. And if we can make that process more efficient, we have a good chance of affecting the pain.
Okay, so you guys believe in natural health. You believe in natural healing, using the body's own power to heal itself. Could you tell us exactly what does a chiropractor do?
As a chiropractor, what we do is we locate and we adjust subluxations.
I know, but doctor, what does that mean? I mean, when somebody comes into your office, what does that mean?
Okay, that means that we have bones misaligned. If we have bones out of place, they're putting pressure on nerves. They're not allowing the free flow of energy from the body to the brain and the brain to the body. So we help free that up. We get those bones back in place, we get the nerve pressure off, and we get the body functioning closer to 100%.
Okay, and what are some of the other non-drug pain management items that you recommend in addition to chiropractic?
Well, there are several things. Acupuncture is a good one. Massage, exercise can help a lot of times, but those are the three biggies, I think.
Okay. Well, Dr. Wilcox, thank you so much, and we've got a URL below to let people know where they can get more information about non-drug pain management. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For our audience members that know somebody that's an addict, or for some of our viewers that are addicts, what are some of the first steps they need to take?
Well, the first big step is to admit that they have a problem and that they're powerless over that drug. So the more you can catch somebody upstream at the beginning of this problem and awareness that they have a problem, the better. Well, the term addict for someone, let's say that's younger, like in your example, might be something that kind of keeps them away from admitting they have a problem. So one of the questions we just ask is this drug or what you're doing, is it causing a problem in your life? So are you noticing their homework's going down, their grades are going down, just slight differences in their lifestyle? And someone needs to say something to them, right? So it's a conversation that a lot of people are afraid to have.
Approach them. That's what we got to start doing. We got to start approaching our friends, our family, and co-workers that we suspect are drug addicts, and just ask them. Is that the best way to start?
Absolutely. I mean, so we'll get at Guiding Light, we'll get calls from parents or loved ones, or maybe a girlfriend that says, this guy really needs help, and we'll say, well, we need to talk to this person, right? We can't get them into rehab. They need to want to get to rehab to make a change in their life. Our foundations period is 4 months. So when someone comes to us, they're going to be with us if they stay in the program for 4 to 6 months. And we say, take it slow. This is not something you just make all these changes and snap your fingers and you're healed. You need some time to heal.
Okay, that's fantastic. Well, those are some of the guys that are on the front lines, the men and women in rehab, in law enforcement, and in healthcare that can help solve this problem. I'm Joe Ross with CNR News. Thanks for tuning in.